Dankeschön. Christian Dankeschön. Oh, boy. McCaffrey, the saga continues. He's off to Germany for Oktoberfest, I guess.
Yep.
Going to have himself a nice little Oktoberfest.
I'll say this. So there were a couple night moves this week. I picked up Rashee Rice, but not even close to the biggest move of the week. The biggest move of the week was during our podcast last week when you just dropped Christian McCaffrey. You just drop him. I feel like not picking anyone else up was kind of what made that move magical.
It made it matter.
And now immediately your entire team looks 10 times better.
Mm-hmm.
You put up the high score of the season. You score 190, and you've almost entirely closed the point gap.
Listen,
it is a complete energetic change.
We cut out the cancer. You know what I mean? We're cancer free. We're feeling good. We're feeling much better. Yeah, I mean, it had to be done. I also didn't want to tie anybody else to him by dropping and immediately picking someone else up. I wanted to just let it sit.
I think it was the perfect move. Just drop him. It's too early to say, but that might have turned your whole season around. Just cutting him loose. 165 was the high score of the season so far, and then you scored 191.
Yeah, we're lighter with no McCaff.
Absolutely.
He's off getting some sort of experimental surgeries on his Achilles, whatever the hell's going on with that.
Our two-man dance season-long odds of whether Christian McCaffrey will play a single snap, I feel like just get lower and lower.
Well, I mean, yes, a trip to Germany, a medical trip to Germany probably says he's not playing anytime soon. I think I said this to you. This one went down to a Monday night affair as well.
We've been sending each other poker odds calculator.
I love this bit.
Hands. We were about a 50-50 like midway through Sunday. And then you've coined Sunday Night Football the Sunday Night Turn, which I really love.
The Sunday Night Turn and the Monday Night River. That's
the
where
Monday Night
we're at
River.
now.
That's it. Thursday Night Football is a misdeal. It's not.
That is that's a muck. Everyone mucks. Yeah, no, that's definitely a misdeal. It's funny the way they do these odds too. So Yahoo, of course, with their live projections, the all seeing, all knowing Yahoo projections, they always have that percentage of win loss, which I love when we play heads up. In actually heads up in the software, whatever the hell in the website.
Yeah,
the software. I'm talking about IBM in the 90s here.
The software though. The beautiful Yahoo software. So you end up winning the week 191-162. You're now 1-2, and you've almost completely evaporated my point lead. So you're only down 11 points. It's a huge swing.
It is a huge swing.
If I win week 3, it's just such a big difference being down 0-3 and 1-2, and then the points are essentially tied.
No, I like that we made it both just with the record and the points kind of being. I like the way we have it now. But that point total really does it's tough to make up a difference. So I'm glad that I had not just got the win, but was able to put up 191 points.
Yeah, it was a huge moment for Big Sloppy. It had been only pain so far for you.
Because also going into this week, I wasn't feeling great.
No,
not just because I was down 0-2 and the point, all that is must win. We get that. But just looking at my squad, I was just scrolling down. I was like, this is.
I gotta say, look, I had a similar feeling when I looked at your roster. I was just like, I don't know.
It was a sinking. It was tough. It was a sinking ship.
Well, it's funny. It's just Kyron, Taylor, and Chase have all been lackluster, and then they all just had lights out games. So that's the difference.
That is.
I mean, Brees has been great all year.
Laporta's a joke.
We expected Laporta's
a joke. He'll be a punchline. Somebody is gonna. That's like a shart in the Big Sloppy locker room now. If somebody sharts in the locker room, it's like, oh, you just Laported. That's what we're gonna call that from now on.
You could waiver someone.
No, I looked at it. Believe me, I looked at it.
Oh, I know who you would waiver.
Do you?
You know who you would waiver. He's the number 1 tight end right now, isn't he?
Your guy?
No, your guy. What are you talking about?
Well, he had a huge week. I know.
He had 10 catches for 170
massive
yards. Massive
career week. He had a career week, but
what are you gonna waiver? Cole Kmet?
Cole Kmet?
Are you out of your mind?
I love a young Cole.
There
Kmet.
is no universe that you would take Cole Kmet over Dallas Goedert. It is impossible.
Tom, I'm not feeling great about my all-in move on the Eagles.
Murf, Dallas Goedert had 33 fantasy points without a touchdown. That's insane.
I understand, yeah. And Hurts missed him. It would have been like a 40-yard touchdown. We got a lot of drama flying around, too. I don't know what's going on with the There's a lot of out of the side of the mouth comments from Cowboy. I think they were talking about CeeDee Lamb. Yeah, Dak Prescott was like, people need to grow up or we had a game plan or what? Because CeeDee he was huffing and puffing.
CeeDee was salty?
He was salty. Salty CeeDee. Jamar Chase finally coming around. We'll see how that goes moving forward. I hate Burrow's hair. I'm like, go for, whatever moves you want to make. I like a little splash, a little funk, but I don't know what's going on with his hair.
His hair's got a real bad vibe.
It does.
Not the beach blonde.
Yeah, don't do that.
Beach blonde and then going 0-3. That's just unacceptable.
It's also, isn't he a little young? He wasn't an Everclear fan in the 90s. There's something that's just not right about it.
All right, so night moves. I got 5 night moves left. You got 4.
I got 4. Which is pretty precious. I'm taking someone this week, speaking of night moves.
Well, you have waiver priority.
I do. So I can flap these gums a little bit.
That's what I'm saying. You can if you're going to do something, you can tell me.
You know how many times I've also played from behind a lot in this league. I don't know if you've caught that, but
I've noticed that sometimes.
I make a lot of moves early in this exact 3 years ago, 4 years ago, I pick up Sam Darnold,
And this doesn't come up in a normal 12-person league. But in the two-man dance, it's important to recognize fool's gold.
Yes.
Because
that's another good, yes.
There's gonna be people in the waiver wire that have 40-point weeks that would never be available in a normal league that are sitting there, and it's very tempting to pick up Alvin Kamara after he scores 47. And he might be a good pickup, but these are the decisions you need to make.
I know. Yeah, the two-man fools rush in. You can't be Matthew Perry, Salma Hayek, and fools rush in. You can't do it.
Classic.
All the friends were willing to be like, yo, can you lead a rom-com? And the answer was only Jennifer Aniston can. No one else can.
Do you know David Schwimmer was offered the lead in Men in Black?
I can't compute that.
He was going to be the Will Smith character, and he turned it down to direct a movie with his theater company. I
love and respect that, actually.
I do, too.
Well, and thank you, because the movie would not have been... I can't imagine it being good, can you?
I certainly think Will Smith is a better choice.
Because that needs to be a romp.
Yeah, it's a totally different energy. It's a weird what if.
It's almost like Sammy Davis Jr. as Beetlejuice. You know about this one?
No.
Yeah, that one was apparently they wanted Sammy Davis Jr. as Beetlejuice. Which
I didn't realize that.
We don't get a Beetlejuice if that's the situation. But yeah,
it's such a wild movie. Watching that again, it's like I can't believe this was a big studio movie. It's great, but it's so fucking weird. It's amazing. It's amazing to think that it got greenlit.
Impossible to imagine in the last 25 years them even entertaining making something like that.
Another one is Apocalypse Now. Was originally Harvey Keitel instead of Martin Sheen. Also another one that they had already started filming.
Well, they also already started filming when Brando replaced himself with 3 more Brandos.
Yeah. Oh my God. Have you watched the documentary?
Exceptional. I mean, it's the kind of thing where I'm just like, yeah, that will never happen again. But I'm so no one else I'm sure is. But yeah, the amount of insane shit that was pulled on that set. He just could not, he was just wading through the shadows and they're like, are you going to finish? He'd take long pauses. They're like, is this a choice or do you need a line?
My favorite part of it is he's in a really low moment. Coppola is. And then his wife is trying to console him. And, he's coming off, he's just coming off Godfather and Godfather Part 2. So he's at the peak of his powers.
Yes.
And he feels like it's not going well. And then she goes, look, it's okay. Look, so you made a couple A's and maybe this is a B. And then he goes, F, it's an F. He thought that movie was going to be so fucking bad.
I'll leave you with a teaser of my night move.
Okay, please.
And all I'll say is, because I can't commit to this just yet.
Yeah, don't commit.
But I will say, sometimes you spend your whole season searching for the MVP, and sometimes they're right in front of you.
Oh my goodness.
I'll just leave you with that.
What does that mean?
Spinning around. You're gonna wake up in a cold sweat and fumble for the phone and be like, what move did he make?
I'm gonna be thinking about this. What does that mean? You search the whole season
for your MVP.
What are you talking about?
Maybe they were right in front of you the whole time.
What does that mean? Doesn't that suggest that they're already in your team?
Perhaps.
Are you, because that makes me think you're talking about Saquon.
No, they're not on my team. You have to think about this.
Are you talking about fantasy MVP or real MVP?
You'll get it. All will be revealed.
What are you talking? I don't
Wait, here, think about it this way.
Oh my goodness.
This is the clue. You'll get this, but you might need to stew over it.
Okay.
I woke last night to the sound of thunder. How far off I sat and wondered. Started humming a song from 1962. Ain't it funny how the night moves?
Oh no.
That's your clue.
That's my clue? Just the lyrics of Night Moves?
That's right.
What does that tell me?
That's the clue. Hey, you stew over that. You just gotta listen. You're still up a game. I'm still 1-2. I need to.
I know. Hey, I might make a night move too. I just can't tell you about it,
brother. You won't make a night move. Week 3, Tom, up a game and up on points. You've already used a waiver.
I have.
You like to walk tall on those waivers. You like to use those waiver lifts in your shoes and just walk tall. It's a great move because it sets panic into big sloppy sometimes. In the past, it has. Where I'm just like, why is this motherfucker so comfortable? He's not even, what's he doing with those waivers over there? What's he doing with those? Is he dressing them up and playing some sort of sick puppet show every night with his waivers? What does he do with them? You
must use your waivers wisely. And sometimes using them wisely is not using them at all.
Hey, I'm the one dropping cryptic bombs here, not you.
You gonna pick up Dallas Goedert? Is that what that message means?
Tom, you got to think about that message. Just stew over it a little bit. Don't be so quick to judge me. You said Dallas Goedert to begin with.
MVP. What are you talking about, MVP?
You know what I'm talking about. Most valuable. Ain't it funny how the night moves? I don't think I'm going to pick up anybody. That's more what this is about. You want Kamara, you little skunk. I heard you slip his name in there as if it's nothing. Don't think I know the history. Listen, you're also
little skunk.
You know what I respect about you? You're a history guy. You're a guy who says, you know what? We could always bring you back home.
You know, there's someone I know that Sloppy would love to have back. You made an early drop that I'm sure you would just love to have that man back on your team.
Oh, yeah. Hart Harrison Jr., yeah. That's never happened before, right? In the history of the
We've never had
a drop pickup.
A drop pickup. Nope, never happened. Oh, wait a minute. Is that who you're talking about? That message makes sense with him.
All will be revealed.
That message makes sense, Murf. Right in front of your face the whole time because you had him. It's Marvin Harrison Jr.
No comment there.
That gif of the woman with the number swirling around her head. That's going to be me trying to decode that message.
Oh, man. Well, I think you may have already decoded it, but I may not have. That's the difference. The difference is I need to understand that for myself.
Well, Murph, it's a big week 4. Huge week 3 victory. Congrats to you.
Thanks, buddy.
Nearly leveled the point total, and now you're 1-2.
Donkashay. I'll see you on the missed deal that is Thursday night.
Oh yes, I look forward to the night moves, especially in light of this cryptic message you've given me.
Ain't it funny how the night moves?
The 2-man dance anthem, really.
Oh well, we need a theme song.
We do need a theme song.
We promised one in the trailer. We said we really stuck our necks out on that one.
We did, and then we haven't even discussed it since then.
No, have not even addressed it.
It's just like, we can just whoosh in and whoosh out. That's what we'll do.
We'll whoosh town. Dude, the whooshes are brilliant. The whooshes are necessary.
I mean, what do we think? Season 10, we get the theme song going?
I think season 10 feels about right for this. I think we build the listenership up. We get the app going. We get the theme song going.
I mean, at that point, we'll be making the MeUndies money. So we can,
the MeUndies money.
We can license any song we want with that MeUndies money.
Speaking of the MeUndies money, did you when you logged into Yahoo, the aggressive marketing?
Oh my God,
Uber Eats bags just exploded like confetti.
Yes. So yes,
it almost sullied the win for me, Frank. Like I was like, what the fuck is this? What am I looking at here?
When I won last week, I got the same thing, just a dystopian level of Uber Eats bags.
It was dystopian. Because you think about that too, the confetti, throwing confetti around. But I'm like, imagine if you were at a party and somebody threw a bunch of confetti and you started looking at it and you're like, are these little Uber Eats bags?
Yeah.
I would ask that person to exit at once.
Did they show them like a beta version and then Uber Eats was like not nearly enough Uber Eats?
Yeah, because there was a lot. It It was
so aggressive. Advertisers are just watching Black Mirror episodes and going, "That's a good idea."
That's a yes, yeah. They're like, oh, dystopian to them is cha-ching to us. So what are we seeing? What are the creatives out there coming up with as worst case scenario for humanity?
I mean, I'll happily look at these Uber Eats bags to use this glorious Yahoo software.
This is software. That said, all jokes aside, the app this year is better. They did actually upgrade the app, the application. Software.
I just know that the AI write-ups are very salty.
Oh yeah, the AI write-ups are super salty. They're CeeDee salty. Salty and CeeDee.
They're CeeDee salty.
What is? I couldn't think of it before. I was trying to say, what is a fruit or a food? What is something that is both fruity and salty, but on its own, not like
not with adding salt.
Yeah, not like just throwing a strawberry in a
fruity and salty.
Earlier we thought of CeeDee lamb. We said CeeDee and salty. So I'm thinking CeeDee is a fruit. Like what would have seeds and be salty?
Oh, CeeDee salty. I see.
CeeDee lamb is salty.
I see. What's CeeDee and salty?
Yeah, no, this is a train of thought from 50 minutes ago, by the way.
I thought of one that's not a fruit, but an everything bagel is CeeDee and salty.
You got it. That is right. And everything bagel. So yeah, I don't know why I went to fruit. I was thinking something fruity and salty. Because
fruits do have seeds. But I can't think of any fruit that's salty.
Isn't a kiwi a little salty, would you say?
I don't think so.
No?
No, I wouldn't say that.
Oh my God. Where am I getting these salty kiwis? Somebody
I don't know.
Dipping my kiwis in salt?
Yeah. Do they have salty kiwis in Portland? It sounds good to me.
I have the palate of a 4-year-old child, though. So Kolsky's always like, do you know, like, I'll just say things like, this is like with wine and stuff too. I'm like, is it salad dressing? No. And does it get me drunk? Then I'm good with it. I don't know. I honestly can't really tell.
I have the same reaction to every single wine I have, which is I sip it and I go, it's good.
Yeah. It's there. This is alcoholic.
That's my reaction 100% of the time.
I've been staring at the same two things, and that's all I'll say. Two things I've been staring at.
Two things.
The
MVP that's right in front of you.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I eagerly await.
I'll see you in the night moves.
Oh, can we back clap this?
Wait, yes.
Hey, that was our best clap yet.
That was.
I think I cut myself off to ask you to do that, so I might just actually put that in the episode.
Oh, God, yes.